no, I took women's studies in college, right? In addition to human sexuality, and I was one of only like maybe like 3 guys in a classroom of like 30 girls, women in this class, and we got to a portion of the book that was masturbation week. And it was like all about getting to know your body and knowing that, you know, it's nothing wrong with like touching yourself and knowing how to please yourself. And at one point, bruh, because we would get split off into these little like just talk groups, and I'm in a group of like 5 to 6 girls, and the assignment was, all right, everyone go around the circle and discuss your first time you discovered masturbation. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm supposed to be, and I'm trying to be like, I'm a mature adult. I'm in this class to just learn and communicate. But in my head, I'm like, holy shit, this is amazing.
So who want to go first?
Like,
I want you to go first.
Bruh, it was an experience, but it was also like, but it was definitely girls sharing experiences where like they didn't even necessarily discover it themselves. Like if anything, their boyfriend showed them what to do or where to touch themselves. And a lot of girls a lot of girls have trouble admitting that they even like masturbate, or some say they don't masturbate.
Yeah. Which I don't know about. I can't speak for anybody else. I know some women that don't, but I know some women that are very open with their conversations. They talk about everything. They know what they like. They got toys or whatever it is. And normally sometimes like a boyfriend, like you said, that's the discovery portion of it. But admitting it is an intimate thing, because it's that judgment thing, right? Guys, you go ahead and do it. Everybody knows guys you can jack off. You taught that very young. We all know that. But girls, it's like you're still trying to figure out what it is down there. You know what's crazy is that most don't even know the names of their own body parts. Yeah. You know, you guys have one thing. It's right there in front of you.
3 things.
Yeah.
Well,
God damn it.
But you're not. I'll talk about that off air. I don't want to have that full conversation on the YouTube.
I mean, y'all definitely got a more complex situation down there.
But okay, so from the male perspective, why do you feel that women don't talk about it more openly? Or have you been in relationships with women and you wanted to please them and they didn't even know how to explain that to you?
No, I've never had that.
Okay.
But I also don't know why they're so
I think it's a stigma. I think that, like it's a huge stigma out here of being a lady or, like, having those experiences. I think like those are like intimate conversations for most women. And with that, they don't like to be judged,
Yeah, I mean, it's always a struggle for girls out here to, there's that whole struggle of like, they can't talk open about sexuality and about their bodies without being judged. And, and I mean, times are different, but there's still dudes who even like, will still be like, call girls hoes just for fucking one person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Like when, I think, who was it, man? Like people always want to call Taylor Swift a hoe, right? Because she got a lot of ex-boyfriends, but she only been fucking her boyfriends. She's like really.
But then, okay, so you said it right there. So if I make a dude my boyfriend and I have sex with my boyfriend, I'm not a hoe, even if I have 50 boyfriends.
Right. I mean,
because that's kind of what you just said.
Well, in Taylor Swift, she's like had 3 or 4. You know what I'm saying?
Taylor Swift has had a
She's had a
shit ton of boyfriends.
I think I get where you're going, because I know girls who try to be in relationships just to cover the I'm not a hoe thing. It was my boyfriend with dudes they don't even really like. It's just, okay, I want to fuck this dude. He gonna be my boyfriend. So I can fuck him. And then 2 months later, we're broken up. And I got a new boyfriend now right away. Shit like that.
So that's like the whole point. So Taylor Swift dates a lot of men. Okay, which is cool. You date, you do whatever you want. You're grown. But if you talk about any other female that's just out and about and she's single, she's a hoe. But Taylor Swift was dating these men, so she slept with her boyfriend. Does that make her a hoe in comparison to the girl that's single?
That's people would say the single girl is the hoe. The girl in the relationships just had a bunch of failed relationships. They might call her crazy, but they're not going to give her that whole title.
The responsibility has to be shared.
What I'm saying?
You know what I mean? At that point,
exactly.
When she's single, it's all on her.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like, look, I'm never, I'm not about shaming somebody for
experiencing
life, right?
Yeah. But a lot of other people do.
Yeah.
We're in a judgmental world.
Yeah. So I'm trying to see why that is.
I mean, it's kind of what people have been taught. You've been taught it, and you just go with it. And I think it's like a fear for men, because all men think they need that girl who's just theirs. And it's been a lot for a long time. All men wanted a virgin, and how many bodies does she have, and all this shit. So to know that women are even capable of doing that just scares certain men.
Right.
So they want to put a label on it to hopefully stop women from doing that, so that they can find that one girl, or find a girl who's just that.
And then they complain about her not being freaky because she ain't been with nobody and don't know what the hell she's doing. And then now they running around in them streets with other things. It's crazy though. But I completely understand and see your point. There is a huge difference.
That's not my point.
But
thing,
but like what you're saying. The difference between a person in a relationship trying to work things out with their partner, exploring things, it didn't work out. Then you go and get into another committed relationship versus a girl that's like, fuck everybody, I'm doing me, I'm gonna go get me some. Like you can have the same amount of numbers, but it's how you go about it. Is that what okay.
The stigma shit is so silly, because like you'll have girls that will be like really wanting to smash the first night, but because of it's the first night, they're like, nah, I don't do that. But then we'll fuck the next night. Like it's a big difference. But
like I made him wait
48 hours.
But there are some statistics that say that a lot of relationships that start with sex on the first night are actually more successful than the ones that wait. You already know if the physical connection is there or not. You get that out the way. If I'm into you, that's what the study was saying, is that they're into each other. They made it clear the physical connection is there, and a lot of people lack physical connection. For the most part, some people are like, oh, I'm going to give it a try. And then, okay, you wait like 3 months, y'all have sex. And then you're like, damn, this not it.
Just trash.
I don't, he's trash, or I'm, like, I don't like it.